Okay, so this is Infinity Nikki. Just checking out to see how the mechanics of this is gonna go. Not so into the cutesy stuff,
Nikki,
but I want to
get
see
up here.
how it
You
forms
gotta
and
touch for the
functions
ball.
as an
You're gonna
actual
be
game.
late.
Okay, Momo, just be careful. Really though, what I have on right now is great. Besides, I don't even have a date.
Nikki, this dress looks perfect, yeah? Don't be a downer. I'll put it in your bag. Oh, I found another one. I told you so. The dresses hidden up in the attic are super special. But do you remember when we used to live here? Mommy never let us come up. So weird.
Momo! That hurts. Momo, are you alright?
I'm fine. It's me after all.
Feels like this outfit took us to a strange place.
You mean clothes with special powers? I heard fairy tales about things like that when I was little.
The miracle outfit. You possess the threads of reunion. Come to me. Come to my chamber.
What? Someone is calling to me.
She mentioned something about a miracle outfit. Is she talking about the dress you're wearing?
This voice, it seems to know a lot. Momo, let's go look around.
Okay, so I know nothing about this game. Um, but one thing I do know is about the functions of games. I think I know a little bit more about anime than I do about games, though. Like who produced what, where they produced it, what my favorite anime director is, the art style. Never really dive really heavy into who creates what, except in Digital Extremes when they're for Warframe, and of course Doom, um, Bethesda, and so on and so forth. ID, and I think that's it. I mean, even for Bloodborne, I didn't dive heavy into that stuff either. Into who created what. So I think I'm still more of an anime person than I am a game person. If I'm willing to know who is the company that did. Maybe it's because I do artwork in Sketch as well as in ink, and that seems to translate more to concept art, which is associated with animation and film rather than games. I think so. Plus, I was really into Shueisha and Kodansha um, anime studios, and I'm in very heavily into Marvel Comics and the Marvel lore. Um, I think I still have the Gambit and Jubilee, um, a cover issue. Jim Lee's one of Jim Lee's early works. So yeah, So the thing is about Infinity Nikki, the main reason why I'm playing this is not so much the cute stuff. The cute stuff is fine. That's fine. That's not what's important. When you play every single game, whether it's from the cutest, the most childish, or the most bloodiest, you have to know if the foundations are first built. The steps, as in the motor that's selected, the the vehicle, or should I say the engine that makes the motor that's selected, the metal that's used to build the house with at the foundation, how the house is built, how did they layer everything from the foundation. And once they start to build it upwards towards the walls and towards the doors and the ceilings, and of every single grooves in between before they get to the roof. Once the roof is then formed, then you could add stuff like objects, tile sets inside of the play area or the plains area. And then after you add objects, then you add your characters and so forth. And the same you do for the same for your world that you do for your character. When you build a character, you build a character based on a sketch, then you take the character from the sketch to a 3D software, 3D Maya or wherever, or Flash or wherever, and then you just create the model of the character just like this, with nothing moving, not her dress, not her skirt, not her head, a 3D model. And then you add coding to actually make the neck, the arms, the legs, and everything in her do exactly what she's doing now. But she's not moving. The moving is part of the gaming experience, such as this. That's gaming. This is gaming. Animations with regards to the character, the wind, and everything, that's the 3D model part. So, from a 3D model part, I'm going to take this game as an example. The character looks fine. Can I zoom in to see the character? I probably cannot zoom. But the character looks fine. The character head is moving fine. The character arm is moving fine. The character legs, neck, waist, feet all look like neck, arms, legs, and feet. The proportions are fine. So that's logical. The movement of the head with relations to the arm in the animation is fine. So that's logical. Going from the character, we then look at the world around us. Does bushes look like bushes? Yes. Do they move like bushes with wind? Yes. Does the stone look like stone? Do they move like stone? Yes, we're not even getting into sound yet. Does the lighting in relations to the world, does it look like lighting? Or does it look like someone threw lighting into the game without understanding what lighting is? Is there a transition between the light and dark? Do they fade? Do they degrade? Do they render together? Do they mix together? In logic with regards to things that are deeply in the shadows and grooves, and those who are coming out with regards to the light? Yes, it is. Does the character have a shadow below her? Yes, she does. When the character moves, is her arm and leg moving like a character? Yes. Now we're getting to sound. Does sound sound like sound? Yes. The game is going to obviously give me tutorials. I'm not going to pay attention to it for right now. What? Okay, L3 to reset. I will eventually get into this. I'm not paying attention to that right now. Okay, so this is what happens when you jump. So most games, like say Devil May Cry, you jump. That's it, one jump. In this game, or in Devil May Cry, you do double jump. Her double jump transition her into two different uniforms. I'm assuming the secondary uniform represents a different power. Like, let's say for instance, this is fire magic, I'm assuming, or she's a Scarlet Witch. This is black magic. Because when she got sucked into this world, this dress was hugging onto her like it was something dark. So I'm assuming the dress doesn't come from something that's good. And this is ice. I'm assuming this is ice or light. Okay, that works. Jumping works, running works, sound on the floor works. Uh, can I bounce off walls? I can't bounce off walls, but I can run up objects on walls. Or on... Yes, I could do that. Most games won't allow you to climb on top of stones and stuff. You're locked into the location for which the character is supposed to move. Is there a decrease and increase with regards to perspective on the character? Is the character in this one mode, this one stated mode that you can see at this height? Is it zoom in and zoom out when it comes to tight corners, so you could see into your location, or you could actually see things more? Or is the impeding, does it impede your eyes when you try to, when it zooms in and you're trying to look around? Like, for instance, if you played the game House of Ashes, they have this terrible thing of zooming in when you get into tight quarters, and now you're not able to see your surroundings because the character is so big. Here, as you get closer to a wall, it zooms into the character, and so the character looks a little bit bigger now. But as you're moving away from the object, because of aspect ratio and your environment with regards to proportions, the character seems to still be the same as you're at this height, because the character's not really moving, the environment's what's moving. But when you go up and when you go down, the zoom out and zoom in process kicks in, which is fine if you're looking around and you want to see stuff, so that's good as well.
I wonder if anyone lives here. Ruins everywhere.
Okay, before you go into chatting, my dear, I'm now going to check out your combat tactics. As in all game, this is a nice game, so it's not really about combat, it's probably about healing or doing activities. So let's see what X does. X does jump. Yes, I remember that. Let's see what square does. Square does nothing. Okay, so there is combat. So Nikki is not just a pushover, she's a fighter too. Okay. Wow, okay. So this is interesting. When she's in a different type of combat style, she wears a different outfit. So here, I'm assuming this is wind magic. Okay. This kind of reminds me of that other game, Gravity Rush 2, which I haven't finished yet. Okay, triangle does nothing. R1, very nice. A returnal type thing. Or Warframe. This will be equal to the Warframe roll with the R1. Dash forward. Let's see what the L2 does. Nothing. She doesn't really have a gun, so she can't zoom down sight with the L2, and she can't fire with the R2. But it does do the Warframe type melee. Melee button is actually the blast button. Okay. Let's see what the center D-pad does. Absolutely nothing. The up button does nothing. Down, left, right does nothing. Okay. Ah, there's a weapon wheel. If I hold down on R1, there's a weapon wheel. Okay. Let's see if I hold down. Okay. So L1 is the weapon wheel. Okay. R1 is the dash. Okay. Hold down on triangle. No. Interesting. Ah, if you hold on the X while she's mid-jump, you get to go down like an umbrella or like a balloon. But if you just do it, she goes down slow. But if you do it again and hold on it, she goes down just a little bit differently. Okay, so let's move on. I could choose tutorial, but this is not about tutorial. This is about checking out the game. I don't think this really is a demo. I think this is free to play. Can I do some Zelda wall? No. Okay. X and L. Okay, so the tutorial is good. The tutorial is very good. It actually shows you. It not just tells you press this button, press this button. It actually shows you how to do it. So tutorial is good. Okay. X and L. Okay, so you could, once you move forward with the L button, you could keep rapidly pressing X, and she will levitate in the air continuously until she gets over that location. So this is like a control thing, like in the game Control. You can control exactly where she goes with the levitate. Hold to jump higher. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Wait, I gotta understand what that means. Okay. It's simple. Yeah, that's basically what happened to me. I didn't leave enough space, so I couldn't get over. Okay. The tutorial is very, very good because it is exactly telling you what to do and what not to do. So it even shows you how far the trajectory is. Like the red probably means bad and the green probably means good with regards to the trajectory. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay.
Nikki, a monster!
That is an S-ling, spawned from dark essence. Awaken the whim inside the green dress, and use this purification outfit to banish it.
Yeah, green dress is the most obvious one. You just press the circle button and then automatically you're in green dress mode.
Whoa, that dress rules! The monster and the chains from the Dark Essence are all gone!
The power feels similar, but the abilities are different. This is the most amazing dress ever!
If, is there a lock on? Does this game have a lock on? Probably not. Very Metal Gear Solid Bloodborne type field. Speaking of, I'm gonna have me a Bloodborne Christmas and New Year's. So even though I'm going to be testing out Marvel Rivals and Infinite Nikki as demos, which they're not really demos, but I'm just testing them out.
Nikki, Yeslings are everywhere!
The game I'm actually going to be playing for the remainder of December and New Year's is going to be Bloodborne. Because I forgot to play Bloodborne during November, during my birthday month. And I always play my #1 game on my birthday, or my birthday week. But I completely forgot about it. Okay, so... Now, we indicated, or should I say I indicated, the ground, the sound, the movement, the speed, the tutorial. The sky looks like the sky, clouds look like clouds. Mountains look like mountains. Buildings look like buildings. Trees look like trees. Foliations look like foliations. The HUD also looks good. It's a good HUD. It's not crowded in your screen. It's not overcrowding your screen. It's wide enough so you can see everything. There doesn't seem to be a map, but it does give an indication with regards to where you have to go on in relations to the story. It says follow the mysterious calling and keep moving forward. If there is a map, then maybe because this is the early game, I cannot see my character in the mini map to the upper left. Brightness, audio, controls, graphics, features. Okay, so not too complicated with regards to the things you can and cannot do. So that already tells you the type of game this is. This is not a complicated game at all. It's a very simple one. And it probably is meant to be simple. It's probably mostly for exploration purposes and not for really for combat purposes. I get the feeling this feels like a Cinderella type story. But I could be... To gauge her landing. That's very good. I've never heard of a game that actually uses your shadow. The shadow of a character to indicate where they will land. Normally that makes sense. Realistically, that would make sense. But no one has actually done it before, using your shadow to indicate where you will land before, or at least tell you. Like in Warframe, when you jump into the air and then you go for melee damage towards the ground, if you point your cursor towards where you want to go, the frame will go directly to that location, regardless of where they are in the air. Okay, this might be a little bit tricky. Or maybe not.
This place is way more fun. Although, I really don't know what's waiting for us ahead.
Okay, so this is the float dress. Allows you to levitate. And this is Arrow. I call it Arrow. And I'm assuming the red dress is dark magic.
This will open the temple gate. Since the Heavenfall, Aina, the Curator, have been imprisoned here for 1,000 years. Now, as the world's ball comes to a close,
What? We got like
You
Elden Ring type of.
chose now to step on the stage.
It's the outfit. It brought me here.
This outfit, the threads of reunion. I used to dance with its owner. Those were the good days.
What should I do?
Very good. A warm and courageous heart. The perfect harvest. Accept this gift from Aina the Curator. The Heart of Infinity will grant you immeasurable power. In return, you will lose something.
Please wait!
Journey to Mirrorland and revive all the miracle outfits. With the return of the outfits,
Nikki!
you will have the power to save this world. Perhaps you may reveal a truth that even the gods could not uncover.
Nikki! Nikki, wake up! Nikki! Oh, you're awake! You passed out for a whole day!
Momo? I think I was dreaming.
Not a dream. We were really sent to the middle of nowhere! the name? We're stuck. My little pillow. My barbecue! All the money I've been saving. And your graduation ball! It's all gone.
I remember something about miracle outfits and saving the world, or something like that. Well, at least we're still together. Just think of this as a graduation trip.
Nikki, staying positive is great, but we need to be careful. Something feels off about this place.
The goddess with the eye patch. She must have sent us for a reason.
Yeah. You're right. Let's get out of here and look around. Here you go, Nikki. Your backpack. All right. Strap it on and let's get going.
I would say Nikki's kind of a naive person though, but then again, maybe that's the intention, is to warn uh, young people to not go in places you're not supposed to go, and not to be too curious like a cat. It's very dangerous. Okay, so what's going on here? I can't move. What the hell? It says hold L1 to open. Okay. Okay, so I couldn't move because of this. Tilt toward the wardrobe icon and then release L1 to open. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So this is very much like a Code Vein situation. Wait, actually, no. Nothing is like a Code Vein. When it comes to outfits and wardrobes and makeup, there is nothing like Code Vein. Probably never will be. Or maybe there is, but I haven't played whatever it is created yet. Code Vein is a very, very special game when it comes to cosmetics. Sure. Alright. Okay, so, okay. Hold X to save current. Roger. X. R3 represents recent. Recent quality level. Okay, so there's like a quality level type. So maybe there's epic, legendary, and so on and so forth. It's very cutesy that the whole power thing in this game is outfits. It's kind of silly at the same time, but not all games need to have, like, you know, a sword or an artifact to be the power. In this game, the outfit is the power. Right, so let's see. Now, speaking of which, the last scene with the crazy woman that looks like she is from straight out of a Dark Souls game, in that dark room, the atmosphere in that room and her pushing that giant door open and the lighting coming through, that's beautiful. That was done very, very well. That's something like straight out of, you know, something like World of Warcraft, or well, not so much Doom, but more from software. World of Warcraft, and what other game did that? I can't remember it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. Alright, so yeah, it's very good with its lighting. Use of lighting, use of shadows, very good. Its atmosphere is good. Oh yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus is very good with lighting and shadows and huge huge locations and huge creatures and huge buildings with a small character climbing them. So Shadow of the Colossus. It feels very much like a mixture of of the Colossus, a From Software game, its own thing, and a combination of something like Warframe combined. Let's see, what else? So far, I haven't found any like bad thing to say about the game so far. Everything works,
Something
sound works,
feels tight in my chest.
text even
Is
works
it the
good.
heart of infinity?
Like the text from Momo is orange,
I know
Nikki's
it's a
color
divine
is pink.
blessing, but my body seems to be rejecting it.
The text size is also a decent size, and the text is not like in Notria where it's cursive and you could hardly see it. The texts are decent enough that you could see the size types, whether it's here or you probably can't. Should I go straight Japanese? If I go straight Japanese, the dialogue will have to be English, so why not? Um, I probably can't increase the text size. That's fine. Okay, what else can I do? Oh yes, it was saying something about outfits. Okay, L1, and then you go up, tilt up, then initiate. And let's see, Momo, we could dress Momo, we could dress Nikki. Okay, hairstyle for Nikki. As we unlock probably more outfits or find more secrets, we'll get different hairstyles. Let's see, Nikki's hairstyle. Zoom in, zoom out. Is there a zoom in and zoom out? Probably not. Yeah, I still like her original one better. She only has one for right now. Let's see. Socks. She has different socks. It has to be a rotate feature. How could you not? Wait, where's L2 about? It says here L2 at the side. Strange. Okay, let me... Dreamy Hope. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, so this is how you see it. Alright. I don't know how I feel about that. I believe zoom would work much better. Because even though you could see how it looks, zooming to see the details, maybe they don't want you to see the details. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Filters. Wait. Okay. Triangle. Wait, what? Select cancel filter. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff you could do filter with regards to the outfit. So the whole cosmetic stuff is not too complicated. It's not too complicated at all. But I'm just talking from the point of view of just starting the game. Maybe when you get some real wild outlandish outfits and you get makeup, you get hairstyles and outfits, it'll be something like ridiculous like Tekken and all type of different outfits. Okay, so combat at the moment is pretty much standard towards your circle button.
What a beautiful star. What is it?
Interesting. So we have a Final Fantasy situation here. When you find a shard, you could upgrade that shard with abilities. So it's not all about the dress. It's also about shards as well. Huh. Inspiration from her. Okay. You've been on this tutorial for a while. Do you want to skip it? Sure.
Nikki, what's wrong? You're not moving.
I'm fine. I think it's called a Whimstar. It's the embodiment of whimsicality and inspiration. When it fused with the Heart of Infinity, I felt an indescribable power. It was mysterious and deep.
I suppose maybe Whimstars are the power source for the Heart of Infinity. Then we should focus on collecting more of them along the way.
Yeah. When I received this blessing, I acquired the floating outfit sketch.
Really? That awesome blue one?
Right. That one makes me as light as a bubble. I can float through the air with ease.
Whoa, that's great, Nikki. Hurry up and make it.
The design on the clothes is very good. Not the clothes itself, but when their arms are moving underneath the clothes, or through the clothes, or with the clothes move. The clothes is not just part of the animation of the body. They've made the clothes feels like it's actually on top of them, especially for Momo. When Momo moves his arm up and down, when he's crouching, you could see the clothes on their body foliate, or at least move, to indicate that the motion that they're doing escalates or de-escalates. What's this? Floating. Okay. Wait, what? Sketches? Oh, okay. That's very interesting. Wait a minute. This is actually very good. So it's like she's a sketch artist, and whatever type of outfit she wants to wear, she would sketch it and she would wear it. Rather than the game giving you the outfit that you have, you could select which one. Let's say I want to wear black shoes, but I don't want to wear a red dress. Or let's say I want to wear pink stockings, but I don't want to wear black shoes. I sketch out exactly what I want, and what I sketch out, I craft and I wear it. That's interesting. Games don't do no game has done that before. Usually you discover things in caches, or you find it from an artifact, and then you decide to wear it and balance it with regards to the different artifacts from different weapons or different outfits that you found in different locations. But there's never been a game where you could craft the type of outfit that you want to wear to give the effect that you want to wear. The most games would have is you crafting a weapon or crafting an outfit type that you want to wear as a whole, but never as individuals by themselves. That's interesting. So you could select all the craft, or you could craft them individually and wear them each by themselves. I wonder if each of the outfits, whether it's the socks or the dress, have a specific effect onto them. Like you get 1% more health if you have a more comfy socks or something like that. Okay.
Hey, we already have those. Nikki, before you woke up, I went out and picked some red fruits nearby. I didn't expect we'd need them so soon.
Okay, so I skipped all. I know what that's all about. If this is a free-to-play game, I know what that's all about.
Nice! With this, a mere cabinet can't stand in our way.
My first ability outfit. It worked. Wearing this, I can float nearly anywhere. This place must have been magnificent. I wonder what happened to make it...
Yes, this is very good. So whoever did this game is definitely a fashion stylist. Definitely a fashion stylist. Because if the game is solely based on, or I shouldn't say solely, but mainly based on outfits that you wear, fashion outfits specifically that you wear, that have powers attached to them, then everything that you could craft in your crafting menu, craft different dress, is attached to fashion. You sketch out the dress that you want, you craft it, and then kind of sew it together, cut it together with the scissors.
So desolate.
Very interesting. Like, so this is definitely like a fashion game, or a fashion inspired game. Because I craft this one out individually, but I guess you could craft them all out by yourselves if you want specific shoes or so on and so forth. Extra of Final Fantasy to increase your power, I guess. Okay.
things around it are gone. We better be careful.
If only we had that purification outfit. Well, let's find 2 more Whim Stars. And then let's hope that the Heart of Infinity helps us with the sketch.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this for about 10 more minutes. I think I got a lockdown with regards to the game, its mechanics, its functions, and everything so far. The story is also, I wouldn't say it's very interesting, but this is the beginning of the game. It hasn't actually gave us anything to work with in relations to the story, where Nikki comes from, where Momo comes from. It's like they just popped up in the game and there's no real explanation. You know, they were in the attic of some house. They found this dress that pulled them into this other world. So there's no really backstory with regards to Nikki or this. She's not Alice in Wonderland. You know, it's not. There's no story before I started to actually play as her. So maybe there should have been more backstories with regards to the character Nikki before I went on the journey to make it feel like there's more of a purpose to this character beyond just exploring this world.
Nikki,
So that's
look,
about the
there's a
only
Whim Star.
bad thing I could say that is bad about the game. The only bad thing. Who she is, where she's come from, no true indication whatsoever at all. Everything else functions just fine. Everything else behaves fine. It's not an overly complicated game. Not overly complicated at all. Very simple.
Hey,
The
Nikki,
tutorial
guess
is
what?
very simple.
I can actually help you locate hard-to-find Whim Stars. Here it is! Lock onto the Whim Star. I'll keep an eye on it for you. Let's go get this Whim Star. And don't worry, I'll let you know about any new Whim Stars that I find.
Okay, so that's interesting. The up button on your controller goes into Momo vision mode, and then you could track the object that you're trying to get. Okay. Oh, so that's what L2 is for. It's like a ground pound. L2 is like a ground, I mean R2 is like a ground pound. You jump in the air with your flighty powers and then you do a ground pound. Like a Hulk smash.
The wind through the ruins. The room covered.
Okay. Select no, okay. Purification outfit. Okay. Alright, I'm starting to get an idea of what the whole shard wish field is about. Like once you find a star shard, it gives you the ability to craft whatever the outfit that you have is supposed to be. So you cannot craft an outfit unless you find a shard from the wish field. So it's not really like Final Fantasy where you're upgrading in the shard wish field with regards to abilities. the shard wish field is more like an indication of outfits that you find throughout the world.
I acquired the sketch for the Wind of Purity outfit. Let's go. Time to craft.
We need to find materials.
Okay. Okay, so that's what the left button and right button is for, to access materials that you need to acquire. So the up button is for Momo, the left and the right button is to see the different type of materials you need to acquire throughout the world. Okay. Okay. So R2 tells you the type of material it is. Alright, so what is it that we're doing? We're seeking out to find these items. Okay, we need to craft this. We need resource to craft this, but we don't have enough yet. Oh, wait a minute, do we? Hold on. Okay, so we have enough to craft some of them, but not all of them. Okay. I think one of the best part of the game is that I don't think I have to I don't think I have to craft anything specific that I don't want to craft. Alright, so the boots have been crafted. 1 of 8 so far. Okay, so maybe it is one of those things where even though you craft the item, like I craft the item, it won't function individually from the rest of the outfit. Like you need the whole outfit. Maybe that's the thing. You cannot use, or you can use it, but it won't function to do what you want it to do until the whole outfit has been created. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it would have been better if an individual item, whether it's a headdress or bangles or a shoes or straps or lace or a choker, if they each individually had their own attributes rather than them being part of the whole outfit to work and function to do whatever it is they do. But then again, it's best to just code the entire outfit as a whole and then give the attribute for the outfit as a whole. So maybe that's one of the reasons why it's best to find the whole outfit. And maybe another reason why they don't have individual attributes, because it would have been crazy to, for every single outfit they have in the game, to give a type of coding and a description to that coding for what that type of thing does. So far, it's not an overly complicated game. It's a rather simple one. I think I might continue this tomorrow to see exactly what else is featured in the game. I would say, because it's not complicated, I can't really say it's high up there. Okay. So I can't. I'm not allowed to fight this creature yet. Actually, two things I will take away from the game, other than the fact that Nikki doesn't seem to have a story that she came from. The second would be the map. So far, I only see like really two, maybe three bad things in the game. The main character doesn't really seem to have like a story connected to her when she comes into this world, and there doesn't seem to be a map in the game to at least show you where you're going. There is a mission and a mission objective. It don't seem to be an actually indication of where you're supposed to actually be going. At the moment, let's see what else. Maybe I missed something in here. Or maybe I am supposed to build that outfit. Not enough, okay. 0, 0. Okay, so I can't repeat that. I thought I made this dress. Guess I didn't. Okay, so when you finish building it, it goes away. So now the dress is gone. Okay. Okay. Okay, everything else I need resources for. Okay, let's check this out. This is level 4. This is level 4. I wonder maybe because I changed outfit is the reason why I couldn't do the bubble attack, the melee attack. See, I'm pressing circle, but I'm not doing any combos with it. This is standard. But the combat one isn't present anymore. Interesting. Pure Melody. I could wear Pure Melody. Sure. Sure. Save, I guess. Okay, so I'm wearing this now. Maybe I'm not supposed to do combat until I'm allowed to. But that kind of takes away from the fun of the game. If you're only allowed to do melee at specific places. I'm not sure if I'm right though. This is the beginning section. She was here. Can I run faster? I can't run faster. That's why there's a dash. So apparently Nikki comes from a strange land, but the land that she goes into when the dress pulls her in is a stranger, more fairy tale type land. So it's weird when Momo says, Mono says, we're in this like fantasy world, but Mono looks like she's straight out of a fantasy world. I'm assuming Mono is a she and not a he, or maybe it doesn't matter. Okay. I think I'll stop it right now for the moment. Yeah, I think I'll stop it. Reasons why? There's no... The objective marker is not present anymore. Or at least... Quest details. Okay, so this is... Okay. Main quest. Embark on unknown journey. Okay, so I'm on this main quest, and then part of the main quest is to find the crafting materials, craft the wind dress, because that's part of the main quest. And exclusive part of quest, and world quest, and random quest. So there are 4 types of quests in the game, which is very good. It's kind of like a Witcher type thing. You have your main quest, you have your side quest, you have jobs quest, and then you have um, uh, random just making your money as a bounty hunter type quests. So it's very good. Once again, this is not like an overly complicated game. I think it's meant to be lighthearted and fun. Um, it's not as, I would say, as breathtaking as something like Sky or Journey. But I think the whole idea of this game is based on the fashion and style of the game, not the environment around. It's about the characters and the style of how they did things in the world, with relations to the environment, and the characters and what the character is wearing. So it's more a stylistic game rather than an environmental, breathtaking type of looking game. Because if outfits is the main thing, then it's all about fashion. So I am supposed to find something. Yeah, I'll stop it right now. So far, the game is very good, with only 3 minor problems. 1, you don't know Nikki's journey, where she's from. 2, there don't seem to be a map to show you, to indicate where you are and where you need to go. But at the same time, it's not that overly complicated, because you can always look at your quests by pressing the left button and holding on the left button and press the square to look at your main quest. So it's not like you really need a map to show you where you're going. So that's a tad bit point I'm taking away from the game, but not really big point. Like a half a point for not having a map, but it's not that big a deal. So in all truth, there's only 2 real problems. One is Nikki's background, where she come from, and of course the outfit. The fact that each individual outfit doesn't really have like the attribute. You have to get the whole outfit before you could actually use the outfit to progress. You cannot individually select outfits and combine one with the other. But then again, that's not the intention of the people who made the game. So I can only take a half point away from that as well, because what I want is not exactly what the people who gave me wanted. So I can't fully judge a game on what they should have done if it was never intended for them to do that. So that's why I'm taking only a half point away from the game for that. So in all truth, there's only really like 1.5 issues if you combine those half points together. If you combine the half points of those, that's 1 issue. And then, no, if you combine those half points together, that would make 1 issue. And if you combine Nikki's backstory, where she comes from, where she's going, so on and so forth, and Mono, that's another point. But that's it. There's nothing else I could see that's possibly wrong with the game. The lighting, the shadows, the interactive buttons, the characters, the style of the game, the look of the game, the feel of the game, the buttons of the game, the texture of the game, the environment of the game, the size of Texas in the game, the sound of the game, the music in the game, everything, especially the music is rather comforting and rather good. And the fact that you can craft your outfits, if you want to and don't want to, how you wear your outfits in regards to your inventory, um, and how you could craft them and how you find the shards. And you could mix and match. I guess you could mix and match shoes and different outfits together. But like I said, the one thing I would take away from the game is the fact that maybe certain outfits or certain like things that she wears, shoes or headbands, they don't have any attributes to them. maybe that's not the point of the game either. I'm not that far into the game and to the lore of the game that I understand that if you could mix and match certain outfits, would they give it an effect? I don't see it yet, so I can't really say. So in all truth, I've only found 2 issues with the game, and maybe like 10 to 12 things that is good about the game. So yeah, it's very, in my opinion, it's did what it set out to do. It's great in what it is. It's not overly complicated. It successfully did that. It's very light and airy. It successfully did that. Its buttons are interactive or quite simple to understand. Its tutorial is quite simple to understand. The idea and the lore of the game is quite simple to understand. So it feels like a very quite simple game. Simple stylistic game. It's not an overly complicated game. It's meant to be light and it's taken lightly. So it's good for what it is. It's not good as a meh, because a meh game would be something that, oh, they did a good job on that, but they could have done better. That's a meh game. Here they did a good job in mostly everything, and probably meh in like 2 or 3 things. So when something is mostly good, it's actually good. So this is a good game. Is it a great game? It's not a great game because it's not overly complicated. If it was overly complicated, it would be a great game because there would be so much more to do. But if you take away the complication of the game, it's still a very good game. So this falls into the category of very good. Plus there's no lags, no bugs, no so on and so forth. And I don't have to worry about crashes because the server that they're using is not like so cryptic servers in Neverwinter. So I don't have to worry about stuff like that or something from Ubisoft or crap like that. So it's very good. Now, if this game was multiplayer, and I'm not sure if it is yet, because I'm still at the beginning of the game, but if it was, and if it isn't multiplayer, but if it was, maybe those issues will pop up. But if this is a solo free-to-play game, and I'm assuming that it is free to play because I saw it free and I got it free, and I'm not sure if PlayStation ever give away games for free just because it's Christmas. No, I think this is free to play. So I would say under that arena, as a solo free to play game, it's good. I don't know how a solo free to play game will work out in the end. Typically free-to-play games are all multiplayer. So I don't know how that will work out. So I'm assuming it probably isn't solo. And if it is, they would have to offer a hell of a lot more to keep your attention locked into the game. Because most of the times when people are locked into game, it's because they're interacting with their friends or with strangers or whoever to play a game. But if it isn't that, then it has to be something in the game that's appealing for a single standard to play solo. So far, it's a great game. Everything is great. The lighting is great. The shadow is great. The vegetation is great. So, under the fact that everything is great, I still will give it a very good though, because it's not overly complicated. If it was overly complicated, it would have been a great game because it has so much more meat to it. But it's a simple game, so it's not that complicated. But it doesn't have any issues, which makes it great. So I would say this is like a B+ game. This is a B+ game, or A- game. I would say this is a A-, B+ to A- game, because not all games have to be complicated to be great, but they all have to function 100% for what their intentions were. And the only thing I could find bad about this game is maybe they should have done something with regards to individual outfits and attributes. That's it. And maybe Nikki's story, backstory. But 2 out of like 10 things that are good, not really a problem. So they did a great job. This is a B plus to about A minus game. I wouldn't say it belongs in the A territory. So the highest I would give it, personally, would be a B plus. Because you have to do a whole lot more to be in the A territory, in my opinion. And if the game does do a whole lot more as I get deeper into this, then it's definitely an A minus game. Yeah, so I'm checking out from right now.